we'd have the supply to last us through a work stoppage.
That's why, for the time being, it's business as usual for Scott Grewell and his crew at Courtesy Chevrolet in Phoenix.
For the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've been getting a larger surplus, a larger than a normal day's supply, in essence, to if there was in case a strike that occurred today.
As long as the strike doesn't last longer than a month, Scott doesn't anticipate inventory being impacted. But if it does get past that time frame, like a similar strike did back in 2019, that's when his stores with GM or Chrysler cars could start to shift towards selling more used vehicles compared to new ones.
If the strike would drag on, it would be unfortunate for both parties, not only for the union members and the workers, it's also the company as well, and the dealers and the consumers. When inventory isn't produced for a long, substantial amount of time, it does impact availability.
And not just for cars, but for the parts in those cars. Jeff Inman runs Inman & Sons Auto and Truck Center in Phoenix. He says an already existing backlog from the pandemic could be worsened if the strike drags out.
Getting those body parts for newer cars will be very difficult because, again, they're not at salvage yards. They haven't been in, it's not like you're going to go find a door for your Chevy truck, a left front door. That's typically going to come from, GM.
That being said, Jeff realizes any delay on new vehicle manufacturing could mean more of a preference to keep their older vehicles, which could help his business.
It's not uncommon for us to, hey, you need suspension, you need this, you need that. It's like $5,000, and they're like, well, it beats going out and buying a $45,000 truck or whatever the case might be.
Ultimately, both Jeff and Scott want this strike to end sooner than later so that no one is left hanging out to dry.
The effects, depending on how long this lasts, could be really devastating.
Hopefully the strike doesn't last for a long time and everybody walks away satisfied at the end of the deal.